Hi, my name's Rapatak. I have been asked why am I involved in Occupy Sydney. The answer is complex and the conclusion is that it's necessary. As a disabled person with ME, a woman who has been raped, a friend to gay people, a daughter of a migrant, a person who knows great hunger, an Indigenous Australian, a Housing New South Wales resident, a person who doesn't eat sentient beings or contribute to their enslavement, and a person who is no longer blind to the 1% elite. That's why. I believe all beings deserve to be happy, which means the freedom to eat enough, to have shelter, to be free from violence, to be able to travel wherever you want, to have a say in your government, bank or not bank, wherever you want, love and marry who you want, live in a society that also respects women, gay people and animals. These are things the elites control. They are companies like Monsanto that sell GMO closed-pollinated seeds to third world farmers so that they can't save their own seeds for next year's harvest. This seed that becomes a plant is sick, so the insects attack it without the toxic chemicals that also are sold to the same farmers. The toxic chemicals poison the water, the farmer and the animals in the area also. All are sick because of Monsanto. Many companies, banks and organisations wield this sort of power and control over peoples that have little education in the Western sense, are isolated by geography and have not seen the manipulation yet. Yes, this is the sort of thing that happens in Australia too. Don't think it doesn't. Question and don't stay away from people because of your fear. Take control and ask people around you. Don't be blind. I am not saying you have to be poor to be the 99%. This is just a number and you are the majority. Have compassion for all beings that suffer and see that you too do too for not paying attention. Because you never know when you will need medical care, and the animals that are needlessly tested on for you to have those drugs will make you sicker. So, think about it, that system is corrupt too. They make us sick with the food, then sicker with the drugs. Vivisection is an unproven torture of beings that are not close enough DNA-wise to Homo sapiens. The only reason this practice of abuse still exists is to further the cause of drug companies to make money, not a proven science, just abuse and murder. Take a closer look at the gay and transgender community. With your uncomfortability at their presence, you give permission for these people to be abused by bullies, and you don't see that they want the same as you. They want to marry. Not just for the reasons that you do, which is love, but also for the right to be there at the last days of their partners in hospital, have children, have a say in a will, etc. You have also got to talk more about the movement of women. Take into account, is this business, park, street, church, etc. safe? Safety is something that is important. We need to care and empower women to stand up for themselves emotionally and physically. We need to respect women's personal space. I hope that women don't have to be raped on their way to work or at home or anywhere like I was. Stop ignoring this. In this country, women are only getting 70% of the pay pack for a job they do the same as a man. Why? Women are not as big a part of that 1% elite. As I said earlier, I am disabled with ME, which is commonly known as chronic fatigue syndrome. I have suffered many years of pain, brain fog, being bedridden before finding out what had happened to me after I contracted hepatitis, and then it leaving my body before I got the label of ME. I stopped going to the doctors years before, as I had been pumped full of drugs for medical conditions which could have been fixed with good old-fashioned herbal medicine. I woke up but maybe a bit too late. That was the 80s. I became an amateur herbalist after that. I found out that because of the toxic load of drugs I was taking, that could have contributed to me getting ME. Nice. Even when it was suggested to take certain drugs, It was only for pain. Stuff that. I have always had side effects from the synthetic substances, and now it is a nightmare. I suffer from short-term memory loss, and the brain fog is painfully physical. I throw up whenever I'm exposed to glues, fly sprays, cigarettes and perfume. I stand here today because of taking herbal medicines that are illegal for me to import myself from other countries. I have to get them from a company in Australia that gets them from overseas because we don't grow anything here in Australia, and the government gets a cut, GST tax. I tried getting herbs from overseas myself, and customs took it. Most herbal companies are owned by pharmaceutical companies which are tied into big oil and all in bed with governments. They don't care about our health. It is a lack of health that they are interested in. The compliance of the masses so they get theirs, meaning money, wealth and power. This is the 1% elite's interest. I invite everyone to get involved in Occupy Sydney movement in solidarity with Egypt and Wall Street's Occupy movement. We are a peaceful gathering. I wish I could stay all the days and nights, plus heal the wrongs in the world, but I must wait to see who else will stand with me. In the meantime, I stand fatigued but not defeated. Stand up 99%. We are the majority.